On Windy City Weekend, he's the host of Jeopardy! In town for an event tonight at the Chicago Theater. Ken Jennings is here. Plus, we'll explore an attractive location for fall vacations, Asheville, North Carolina. And Richard Roper reviews The Long Walk, a new drama based on a Stephen King book. Now, here are your hosts, Val Warner and Ryan Cheverini.
Welcome to Windy City Weekend, everybody. It is Friday, September 12th, and look who's finally back at work.
I know. Hey, we matched because we knew we were going to finally be back together. Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks.
Reunited.
And it feels so good. Yeah, I've been traveling a ton. I've been in 3 different states in 2 weeks.
Yes, you have. You were...
I was in Miami, then I went and saw my brother in Oklahoma, and then I was just at Nashville for the CMA Teacher Awards, which was awesome.
And now you're back home in Chicago, where we're going to be quizzed by Ken Jennings in just a few minutes. Stick around for that.
Yeah, before we bring in Ken, I got to see this field goal because I heard them debating about it. You were at Maine East for the Friday flyover.
I think the Bears are calling my phone any moment, just in case they need a backup kicker.
All right, here we go. It's good.
Thank you.
What's the debate?
What is the debate?
Okay, the cartwheel not so good, but the field goal went through.
It barely made it, but that's the beauty of it.
Hey, Cody Parkey would have loved to have made a field goal like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now? 51, almost 52 years old, first field goal of her life.
Yeah, the 2-2 kind of reminds me of Jim Carrey in Pet Detective. I don't know if you remember that scene. But no, that's a good field goal. What was the debate from Terrell?
I don't know. He thought it went under or whatever. But anyway, major shout out to Maine East for having me today for the Friday flyover. If you're not familiar, ABC7 visits 5 high schools over the course of 5 weeks, and I'm that gal that's out at every high school, and at the end, they all get to compete for the best formation on the football field. And guess what? This year, people are voting on TikTok.
Oh, there you go.
The TikTok. I got the TikTok now.
Do we all get to vote, though?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And we'll vote on the field goal, too. I'm voting yes. That was good.
All right. Now it is time for our very special guest. You see him every weekday afternoon at 3:30 right here on this station when he hosts the popular game show Jeopardy!
Yeah, he is here in Chicago to host a live version of Jeopardy! Tonight at the Chicago Theater. Welcome, Ken Jennings. Hey, Ken.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
Oh, my God.
The field goal good, right?
Congrats. It was good. Not even close.
Not even.
We didn't even have to go to the tape.
How much do I owe you?
That's it. Ken, it's great to have you in studio. We do see you and we do watch you every day here in this building. It's amazing to me, and I always tell everybody this, that you made this seamless transition from contestant to host. I mean, it really appears seamless. Did it feel that way?
I appreciate that. I don't think it felt seamless at all. Alex Trebek, of course, was irreplaceable. Those are really big shoes. And the problem as a host is he was so good at it that I think he made everyone think it was kind of easy to host Jeopardy! Because he looked so graceful and effortless. In fact, it's very hard. It's a fast-moving game, and there's a lot of plates spinning at the same time. And I'm not a broadcaster. You know, you guys know this job is not easy, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And I had no training whatsoever, so I had to learn on the job.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job. What is your day like? I mean, how much prep work do you have to put in before each show?
I mean, the dirty little secret of Jeopardy! Is that we do a full week of shows in one afternoon, basically.
Okay.
We can do 5 shows in a day. So when I come out in a different tie and I say, on yesterday's show, that's a lie. It was like, it was 10 minutes ago.
I love it.
I just changed my tie. It's a very simple magic trick.
I love it.
And I do come in early and look at all the scripts. You know, often I'll look at them the night before because there's difficult words to pronounce. You know, I need to ask the writers, hey, if they just say Kennedy, do I have to say, you know, be more specific, which Kennedy brother? You know, there's a lot of questions like that.
Yeah, you still hold the record, 74 consecutive wins. Now, when you're asking the questions, do you know most of the answers?
I try to play along. When I'm looking at the script, I cover up the responses with a 3x5 card to see if I still got it. And yeah, I'm like the 51-year-old field goal kicker. I'm like,
I still got it.
Most of these I still know, most of them, but I'm not as fast as I was like 20 years ago when I was on the show.
So you're here in Chicago because you're going to be across the street at the Chicago Theater, Jeopardy! Live on tour. What is that whole night going to be like for folks going?
It's going to be fun. If you're a Jeopardy! Fan, you don't want to miss this. We do our Inside Jeopardy! Podcast live with our producers Michael Davies and Sarah Foss.
Okay.
They're going to be inviting some great Jeopardy! Champs. Juvaria Zahir, our runner-up from Jeopardy! Masters last year, will be there, and comedian commentator W. Kamau Bell, who won Celebrity Jeopardy! Last year.
Yes.
Kamau's Val's a phenomenal Jeopardy player. And then I'll come out at the end. The final segment will be me running some live Jeopardy interactive with the audience. Everybody plays along on their phone. So if you think you play along at home, well, we're going to see at the Chicago Theater how you do.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, now everywhere you go, when you're walking through an airport, are people just constantly trying to quiz you?
It happens sometimes, yeah. Or whistling the Jeopardy theme. It's nice because no one's angry. No one's ever like, Jeopardy. Like everyone loves Jeopardy. I'm so lucky that it's universally loved.
Exactly. And you still, just to be clear, you still hold the record for the longest streak of wins, 74.
Yes, but I think it can be broken. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to as host. I want to be on that stage when somebody makes a good run at that.
Yeah, well, you're going to put us to the test, I think, in the next segment, we've been told. And they're going to be questions that were actually on the show about Chicago?
Yeah, how are you guys at Chicago Trivia?
Well,
we both have been here 20 years this year.
Yeah.
So I'd like to think that we know our city.
Are there any sports questions?
Ooh, I got some bad news for Ryan.
Oh. Okay, so 42 seasons. You just started.
Right?
I know, crazy.
TV institution.
42 seasons.
Jeopardy is now in its early 40s.
Oh, well, you got to have a big head for a big party for the 50th.
That's right. Like, we're only 8 years away from whatever 50 years of Alex Trebek at Jeopardy is. That's very exciting.
Wow. And now you guys are also streaming, right?
Yeah, this season for the first time. You can watch shows the next day on Hulu or Peacock if you happen to miss something, which is I think it's going to grow our audience. It's great for everybody.
What's been like the favorite reaction that you've gotten from somebody that when they see you? I can tell you right now, I cannot call my mother at 3:30 any day because even if we're on those, she's like, oh, I gotta go, Jeopardy's on. So I don't know if meteorologist Tracy Butler in the mornings or my mother loves you more.
I do get a lot of my mom loves you. That's the #1 thing I hear, which is nice. When I was on the plane to Chicago yesterday, the flight attendant took my drink order, and then she said, "Is that your final answer?" And I was
That's
like,
good.
Our famous catchphrase. Well done.
Yeah. Wrong show.
Wrong show.
Same network. I used to get my mom loves you. Now it's my grandma loves you. See, we've been doing this a long time. Yeah.
Or my grandma wants you to marry their granddaughter or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. When you come up with topics, do you get to interject anything of your own? Like, how are these questions written?
We have an award-winning staff of writers who do an amazing job. Like, that's really, if you like Jeopardy, it's because the clues are good, and they do a great job with those. They're clever, they keep things fresh. But Alex would occasionally have an idea. You know, if he was on vacation and saw a fun fact, he would come back and be like, hey, could this be a daily double or something? And I'll do the same thing. I have a list on my phone of things that could be Jeopardy clues, and sometimes the writers humor me.
Yeah.
Speaking of clues, right? You remember back in the day, that was the closest we got to ever being on Jeopardy. We gave a clue.
We gave a clue, that's right.
Navy Pier.
That's right.
So it's time to redo that again.
Yeah, and we got to take a short break, but when we come back, as we talked about it, Ken is going to put us to the test for playing a round of Chicago Jeopardy. Come back anyway.
Help, please. Back with our guest, Ken Jennings, the host of Jeopardy. He's in Chicago for a show tonight at the Chicago Theater called Inside Jeopardy Live on Tour.
Yep, and since Ken is here, we're going to play Chicago-themed Jeopardy. These are actual questions that were on the show about Chicago.
This is regulation Jeopardy.
Wish us luck.
Just like your regulation field goal, right? All right. All right, here's your first clue. Born in 1834. This Chicagoan revolutionized the department store industry.
Marshall Fields.
Who is... Oh, wow.
Oh, I didn't say who is.
Form of a question.
Who is Marshall Fields?
Marshall Field is correct.
That goes to me. Thank you.
All right. We're a team in the commercial break. You see how he does me, Ken? You don't want him on your team.
If you want to give him a hard time, I think he said Marshall Fields with an S. So if
Marshall Field.
If we're going to be strict. I mean, well done.
All right, back to Val.
Well done. Opened in 1920. The bridge, originally named for this avenue, helped it become Chicago's most famous shopping store.
Oh, what is Michigan Avenue?
There you go. It's a tie. I'm glad I don't have to...
Form of a question. What is? All right.
Okay, smarty pants, relax.
Ryan knows one thing about Jeopardy.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure you know it. Form of a question. For all but 12 years, from 1955 to 2011, Chicago had a mayor with this last name.
Who is Daley?
Yes.
Daley, that's right. You guys, by the way, Ryan's reading it off the screen. So that's why Ryan's getting them first. Val's making good eye contact here.
You know what? I know. I'm a giver, though.
Val's like a scene partner for me. You guys are doing very well, 3 for 3. In 2022, Chicago held the first Sueños Fest, devoted to this Latin music reggae mix that began in Panama. Mix of reggae and Latin music.
So it's probably a name that sounds similar. Reggae and Latin music.
It does sound a little bit
Does
similar.
it?
I just read this story on the news, so I should know this. I don't know. What is Afrobeats?
Oh no. What is reggaeton?
Oh, reggae.
So many reggaeton fans out there are just yelling at the TV right now.
Well, right
You
now.
said
Throwing down their
Afrobeats.
maracas.
Sorry, guys.
All right, next one. Though never a CEO, Barack Obama worked in his 20s in Chicago as a CO, short for this.
He was
Oh, what is community organizer?
That's correct.
Yes.
Well done, you guys. If it's not right, should we do a couple more?
Yeah, why not?
Let's
Two more
go.
clues
We're
here.
doing better than I thought. All right.
Yeah, except for reggaeton, you're one
Yeah.
blind spot.
I know, we just upset a lot of people. We're sorry about that. We're going to come out next year.
In 2011, trading ended in these bellies, a symbol in pop culture of Chicago's arcane commodities trading world.
All right, I think I want to quit the game now.
What kind of bellies did they trade?
Bellies.
Bellies.
Something bellies.
What is Jelly Bellies?
No.
What is beer bellies?
I don't think there was ever a futures market in jelly bellies. Could you imagine if they're like pina coladas,
Jelly Bellies.
maraschino cherry, up a point?
I don't know.
These were pork bellies.
Pork
I love
bellies.
pork belly tacos.
Well, there you go.
I said beer bellies.
What kind of music do you listen to while you're eating your pork belly taco?
Reggaeton.
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 Of course.
That's it.
You guys are doing very well.
I got to take you
think
for
this
some
was-
pork belly tacos next time you come to town. I got a great place.
Chicago's got great food.
Chicago's got best food.
I'm only here for the day. I'm going to get a dog. I'm going to make sure I get a dog
okay.
because I don't know how much time I have to eat.
Okay, no ketchup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know that rule, right?
Wait, where are you going to get the dog from?
Ooh, you guys have a recommendation?
I love Portillo's. I love Wiener Circle.
Portillo's.
Yeah, you guys don't need to. You can't pick one. It would be
Wiener
trouble.
Circle though, because that's a lot of fun. If you're not easily offended, it's a lot of fun to go to Wiener Circle.
I was at Wrigley with my son this summer, and he got ketchup on his dog, and I was like, "We're gonna get our butts kicked. Like, you need to put that away."
Hide the dog.
Hide the ketchup dog.
All right, I think we're
That
done.
was fun. Thank you.
Oh, we got one
have
more?
Time for one more
This is
question.
One more clue. Okay, here we go. This
right.
one's kind of tough. You guys love poetry, I think. Just looking at Ryan, he seems
Okay.
like
Yeah.
poetry in his soul. This Chicago poet wrote that the fog comes in on little cat feet. Legendary Chicago.
Who is Edgar Allan Poe?
And his name was kind of like a Cubs legend, right? So it's kind of like a sports clue.
Cubs legend Ernie
Who
Banks.
is Harry Carey?
Am I right about this? Ryan
Sandberg?
Oh, or Carl Sandburg. That's correct.
Carl
You got
Sandburg.
it.
Oh, I
That's
should have known that.
amazing.
Legendary
Oh, my
Chicagoan.
That's amazing.
Great hit, though.
Yes.
Oh, Ken, thank you so much.
You guys did great. You don't need me here at all.
You're right. Have the best time tonight at Chicago Theater. And just a reminder, Inside Jeopardy live on tour is tonight at 7:30 at the Chicago Theater. Ken will host an interactive Jeopardy game at the event.
Yep, and past Jeopardy winners Juveria Zahir and W. Kamau Bell will also be there. Go to our website, abc7chicago.com, for more info on the event. Ken, thank you so much.
It was so much fun. I'll see you guys tonight at the Chicago Theater, I hope.
They're
Sounds
gonna have a
great.
ball.
Yep. Coming up next, Richard Roper is here. He's going to review the final installment of the movie version of Downton Abbey. Who is Richard Roper is next.
This segment was produced with and sponsored by Explore Asheville.
Welcome back, everybody. You probably don't normally think of Asheville, North Carolina as a vacation spot, but this scenic area located in the Blue Ridge Mountains is filled with outdoor attractions, restaurants, and breweries.
We're highlighting all the must-do bucket list items on your next great adventure in Asheville. Here's more.
The main streets and scenic mountain roads of Asheville, North Carolina take you to awe-inspiring places full of attractions, adventures, and experiences the whole family will enjoy. Food and beverage director at Wildwood Still, Krista Bear, shares must-see spots on your Asheville getaway.
Looking Glass Falls is probably one of my favorites to go over and drive and visit. You can get to many different areas from, waterfalls, hiking trails, endless miles of just beautiful beautiful mountain scenic views. But there's so many more. Some other experiences that I think of that people should know about is, you know, the brewery scene here. We're known for Beer City, USA. I actually got into drinking craft beer after I moved here because of the scene here. There's so many different styles of beer and breweries to visit. You can walk a couple blocks and hit brewery after brewery after brewery in downtown. Even for late night drinks, the cocktail scene is insane. Just all of the unique flavors that they bring into their cocktails, to styles, things that I never even heard of.
Another way to experience Asheville's dynamic and evolving food scene is through Foodtopia.
Essentially, it's just that innovative culture of bringing farm to tables, to everywhere from what you're eating on a dish to all the restaurants and their creative flavors and, you know, bites that you have and the experience that they bring to it. There's over 100 restaurants here in Asheville, so every restaurant that you walk into is different and unique of its own. So come hungry. It's nothing like any other places that you would visit. You honestly could probably walk all of downtown within an hour and make it an afternoon. It's so tight and close, and you can hit so many shops, restaurants, coffee shops, breweries, hotels, bars, just within walking 30 minutes across the downtown. The downtown is still, still active and moving, and we want tourism to come here. We want people to come and stay in our hotels, eat in our restaurants, drink at our bars, and visit all the shops. So I tell people, don't wait. It's one of the reasons when I visited, that's what captured my heart in living here.
Looks like I got to put Asheville on my list. For more on Explore Asheville, head on over to our website, abc7chicago.com.
All right, well, it is Friday. There's some interesting new movies out in theaters this week. To find out all about them, it's our movie critic, Richard Roper. Hey, Rich.
This is one of those weeks where make sure you walk into the right theater, because if you're going to the theater next door, very different fare coming to theaters.
Okay, that's a good little tease. Let's start then with the third and final film in a well-known franchise, which started as a classic TV series. What did you think, Rich, about Downton Abbey, the grand finale?
Well, it's such a big spend and so bittersweet because, as you mentioned, this was a TV series that started in 2010, so we've had a decade and a half of Downton Abbey, the series, and then the 3 movies, and it's a beautiful ending, but you kind of don't want the story to end because you come to know all these characters through the years, and you can see from the clips there, so much of this was about the period piece, the home, the estate, the fact that everybody dressed in tails for dinner, and then you had the upstairs downstairs things where you cared at least as much about the servants as you did about the upper crust. So beautifully done, a great farewell. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe at some point we have Downton Abbey, the next generation. This is set in the 30s, but maybe they could bring it up to the 50s or the 60s. It'd be interesting to see, the generations of Crawleys, etc. But really beautifully done.
It is something beautiful. And why not? It's so popular. I could see them bringing it back.
Yeah, and people just love this. I mean, there have been exhibits here in Chicago. People go on tours to the real castle. It's become a cultural phenomenon over the decades.
I always pick on Val for never seeing anything, but I've never seen Downton Abbey.
I haven't either.
We could tell in your manners at the table, my friend, that you have not seen Downton Abbey. That's for sure.
But now I know what you're But now I know what you're talking about not going into this other theater if that's what you're looking for. Because next up, it's a horror film based on a Stephen King novel. What's the verdict for The Long Walk?
Yeah, this is a spend. I guess they both go on long walks, right? But they're very different because this is based on a Stephen King story, and it's set in this, the classic dystopian future where America is just torn apart, and they do this annual lottery where 50 young men must go on a long walk, and you win by being the last man standing. Literally the last man standing. If you stop walking, they punch your ticket, and that doesn't mean you get to go home, okay? Very violent, but also got a lot. The dialogue is kind of stylized, almost like a 50s movie, so you see the bonding that goes on among these young men, but they also realize only one of them is going to be alive at the end of this. So really intense, and the violence is unforgiving. You know how sometimes when someone's about to buy it and they cut away, or you just hear, no, they don't cut away in this one. Intense.
You always wonder, what goes through Stephen King's head to write this stuff?
I don't know, but it's led to about 50 great movies and TV series over the decades.
And a nice fat bank account.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah.
Okay, finally, Robin Wright stars in a drama about a mother who's got issues with her son's social climbing girlfriend. Rich, what are your thoughts on the girlfriend?
Yeah, this is the Spenvale. This is the I've coined this the CRWW genre, the crazy rich white women that we like to see in Big Little Lies and all these other shows. And that's what this Robin Wright plays, this very overprotective mother, and then Olivia Cook is the new girlfriend. And then they get into this tug of war for his affections, and it's like kind of like a fatal attraction, but they show it from different point of views. At one point, we're seeing it from the girlfriend's point of view, then from the mom's point of view. So we're kind of left guessing which one is the real cray-cray, or maybe they both are.
Right.
So again, this is very escapist, and again, you're seeing these beautiful villas and destinations and production design, and none of it is to be taken seriously, but it's a great, and it's 6 episodes, so you go right through it, and you get your conclusion at the end. You know who the crazy person is.
Well, they probably both are, and that's why they don't like each other, because crazy, you know.
Can you imagine a mother being protective of her son and then the girlfriend? That's never happened in real life.
Never. Definitely all fabric.
But good stuff.
Yeah, and something for everybody this week.
Yes.
All right, 3 spends once again. We'll be right back. Look at that beautiful scene right there. Yes, Lakeshore Drive, Michigan. Lake Michigan. Before we go, though, we want to let you know that we're going to be welcoming a studio audience to the show next Friday.
That's right. If you want free tickets to see us live in person, send us a request to the email address that you see on your screen right there. Just in case you don't see it, I'll tell it to you right now. That address is wcwaudience@gmail.com. And guess what? You will get something back. Maybe not right away, but you will, because I get that question all the time.
Oh, right.
What am I supposed to get, Val? I say, just stay tuned. Check your emails.
Yep, come see us. But hey, tonight, Max, just for the update here, how many touchdowns does Max have this season?
So far, 4.
4 in 2 games.
In 2 games. Shout out to the entire team. And QB1 is Von Conrad, Paul Conrad's son.
No way.
Yes. So, and he's got incredible stats. They all do. They're doing great. Today is our homecoming. So, yes.
Are you going to kick a field goal?
I ran into Coach Finger earlier today, and I asked him if he needed me to suit up. I'm happy to do so. But, yeah, if you are a Dolphin, come to Rockne at 4:15. I don't want anybody to be like, Vil, you didn't tell me, especially Kenny McReynolds. Do you know Kenny McReynolds? Chicago and Kenny McReynolds text me every game, goes, Vil, how come you didn't invite me? Kenny McReynolds, because you watch this show, longtime broadcaster, sports broadcaster in the city of Chicago. This is your public invitation to come to Rockne today.
There you go. And you can watch my brother on ESPN Plus tomorrow.
Nice.
He coaches at Northeastern State in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, and they are playing a Division I school. They're
Okay, I was going to say, what are they?
They're
Okay,
playing, yep, North Alabama, but it's going to be on ESPN Plus, so you'll see my brother on the sidelines.
Oh, my. Now, how is he as a coach?
He's intense. He's a lot like...
He's not throwing anything, is he?
No, but he's very, you know, D-Chev when he gets focused. He's like Dan Campbell from the Lions.
Is he doing like this, calling the plays with the thing over his...
Oh, yeah.
So you can't see what he's saying?
Secret. Everything's a secret in football.
Gosh, I love football.
Yes.
Go Bears!
Hopefully the Bears can beat the Lions.
We're going to the Lions this weekend.
All right, that's
Not
it.
literally.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.